Hey everybody, welcome back to Sparkling Clear Creations YouTube channel. My name is Sandy and I'm so glad that you are joining me today. And we're coming at you live from the kitchen today. So welcome, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to talk about the very basics that you need to go from zero to creating and making it your own tumbler. Okay, so this is going to be our tumbler series from zero, from your practice cup, to making it and creating your own and leaving your mark in the tumbler world. Whether you want it to be a hobby or if maybe you're going to turn this into a little business, it's up to you. Remember that all of the tips and tricks that myself, along with my partners, Beverly and Josie, give to you, they're what works for us. But be creative and make it your own. So today's video is going to be on just the basics. The very basics that I feel are important to have that you can start creating and making a tumbler, okay? So we'll add more things as we go along, but this is just the very basics. I had a hard time finding videos that talked about that. Like, I'm talking the basics. All right, let's get started. Number one, you're going to need some practice cups. Go to the dollar store, grab some practice cups. If you have some cups, glass cups even at home, that you don't care if you throw glitter or paint on and throw on some epoxy, you can use those too. This is one I had. I wanted to practice the hydro dip. We'll have a tutorial on how to do this. So this is a glass cup that I used. And then these at the dollar store are awesome. They've got this still on them. They're not double walled. They're not your, the ones that are gonna hold ice and stuff like that, like these are, but they do work. They're functional. You can use them to go camping, fishing with, have one, decorate one, put it in your bathroom, have it there to, rinse out the mouth after you brush your teeth, okay? So they can be used after you create on them if you'd like. And they're $1. They're great practice cups. Get you some practice cups, because sometimes you'll be watching people and videos and think this is so simple, and then you go to do it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is harder than it looks. That's how I was. I come from the resin world where I make big art pieces, and so this was a whole new process for me, but I'm loving it and I hope you'll enjoy it as well. Okay, so practice cups. Then you also are going to need some gloves. These are very important because you're going to be using resin and epoxy. I also recommend a mask to use when you're spray painting, mixing up epoxy. I left my mask down in my office, in my studio, so I don't have that, but I recommend that also. You're gonna need some sandpaper, okay? You're gonna need some sandpaper, that's important. You can grab that at the dollar store. I like using the 220 grit. You're going to need some stir sticks. I like getting these from the dollar store again. The stir sticks are, they sometimes have the bigger ones or they have the small ones. You get like a pack of 100 or something like that for $1. So those are really important as well. I also like to have tape if I need to tape off of the edges. So on these practice cups that I get, they have this black like vinyl top. I like to tape those off. So I like to use the electrical tape because it bends more. You can also use the painter's tape. I do like to use the electrical tape. Okay, you're going to need a way to measure your epoxy. And I've got a great tip coming up with the epoxy as well. So stay tuned to the end of this video so I can tell you about this epoxy. So you want to have some measuring cups. I like these ones that have the mLs on them, because if you're mixing epoxy up A and B equal parts, you have to be able to be very accurate on that. So I like the ones that have the ml on them. So you can get these on Amazon. The pharmacist, maybe they have a couple extra cups, or maybe they even sell them there too. But they're very easy to find, especially on Amazon. So you want to have those. I get these from the grocery store. These are the cups that if I'm mixing up some colors and different things, they're just a paper cup. I also like to use them if I am pouring the glitter and want to be a little bit more precise of where the glitter's going, maybe in my ombres. I like these disposable paper cups. They're the small bathroom type ones. They work great. Then you're gonna also need to have a way to color the cups, right? So the base coat that you're gonna be applying, a lot of tumbler makers, including myself, we use a white base coat on our cups. This is important, guys. I wish somebody would have told me this in the beginning. You want to use a flat or a matte spray paint. Flat or matte. Do not use a semi-gloss or a gloss. Satin might work. I'm not sure. I've not tried satin. I know that the matte or a flat is the best for me. It doesn't have any gloss in it, which is going to help prevent problems in the future on your cups. Trust me on this. I wish somebody would have told me that. Matte or flat. Also, you're going to need, if you're going to be applying the glitter, you're going to need an adhesive. Okay, I like to use the spray adhesive. It's what works well for me. You can also use Mod Podge. You can use glitter glue. You can use, also you can use your epoxy as a adhesive. I know that Josie loves to do that. And so we'll go over that as well. Because remember, this series is from zero to creating and making it your own. So we're gonna have step-by-step short videos in how to do this. You're also going to need a way, in case you're using two kinds of glitter, like two different colors, you're gonna have to have a way to seal it. So you wanna use a clear sealer. I like the triple thick one, the triple thick glazed one. It's worked well for me. They also have, I know that Krylon has a clear glaze as well, and I've used that one too. So you want to have a way to seal your glitter so it doesn't move, and we'll go over that. Then you also need to have the glitter and paint, okay? So when I first started, I had some glitter from back in my scrapbooking days and card making days, and I believe it was Recollections that I had from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and that worked fine when I was practicing. There is a difference between craft glitter and then the glitter that you want to use on the cups, which is a polyester type glitter. So I didn't think there was a difference until I used it. So there is a difference, but when you're first starting, any glitter is gonna work, okay? Because you're just practicing. Practice, practice. I cannot stress that enough. You also can use and color your epoxy in your cups with just regular craft paint, okay? I use that, and I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to use that as well. So you want to just have your way to color your cup, and then to put glitter on it as well. The other thing that I feel is really important is having some sort of a heat gun and a torch. This is going to eliminate those air bubbles. A heat gun will heat up your epoxy as you're going. So say you want to make a swirl cup, okay? This was a practice cup using some of our amazing fluorescent micas. We'll go into that as well. But this is a practice cup, and so I wanted to heat it up and swirl it. So that's what I recommend the heat gun for. If you're wanting to pop the bubbles, grab yourself a little torch, okay? This one I found actually at a gas station. It works absolutely great. Then you can, move up to the ones on Amazon or get them at Harbor Freight or whatever, the bigger torches. I actually have 3 different size torches. So this is what's going to eliminate the micro air bubbles. It's actually the CO2 in the torch that's going to pop the bubbles. This heat gun will pop them somewhat, but those micro bubbles in that, a torch, it's gonna make all the difference. But when you're just starting out, if you have a heat gun, then go ahead and use that, okay? It will work. And the other thing too is your 91% isopropyl alcohol. This will become a best friend. And baby wipes, okay? For cleaning off your cups, that type of thing. I also love using the coffee filters to clean my cups. We'll go over that in video number 2 as we prep our cups. And then I liked in the beginning as well, where am I gonna, you spray paint your cup and then it's like, where am I gonna set it? What am I gonna put it on? So you can pick up this paper towel holder at the dollar store. It will work to hold your cup as well, okay? So you can get that, or if you have, anything really that's gonna hold your cup in the beginning, is gonna work out just fine for you. Okay, and then let's talk about epoxy. So you want to get epoxy. And a lot of people use the Alumilite when they first start. You can get that at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. At Sparkling Clear Creations, however, they have a way that you can get the samples of 3 different brands of epoxy and see which one works the best for you in your environment. I use resin a lot. Epoxy resin, same thing. So if you hear me say resin, I'm talking about epoxy. I use this a lot, and I have found that there's some I like working better with, and for certain types of cups that I'm doing or certain types of art that I'm doing. So you can get 3 different kinds at sparklingclearcreations.com of the resin before you spend so much money. This stuff is expensive. So I recommend doing that as well, seeing which one that you like the best. Okay? All right, guys, I think that is about all that you're going to need to start your cup. Video number 2 is going to be on prepping and spray painting your cup. So I hope you join us for that. Don't forget to please, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel so that you can go from 0 to making it your own in the Tumbler world, okay? And then join us on Facebook. Please join us on Facebook. We do a lot of lives. We have a lot of fun, a lot of tips. It's Sparkling Clear Creations, Tumblers and Crafts on Facebook. So ask to join. And if in the part where you put in, how did you hear about us? Just put on there from Sandy, from YouTube, and that'll be awesome. Okay, and I think that is about it. Video number 2, prepping and spray painting your cup, will be coming up very soon. Thanks, guys. God bless, and have a great day or night wherever you're at in the world. Take care. Bye-bye.